The time is here at the Sugar Cube test drive. I'm excited. Gary's excited. He won't show it. He's very excited. You gonna roast him, Gary? Here I am in front of Sugar Cube for a very exciting episode, and oh my god, months in the making, this car has undergone a complete and total transformation, both regarding appearance and drivability. Totally drivability, because like now it runs. It didn't do that before. Since you last saw the Cube, most notably, we have gotten her a new pair of boots, and my goodness, they do look better without wheel dollies under them. Rocket Racing engineering design team of excellence has got us set up with a beautiful pair of wheels, perfect to complement our 305 tires, tucked nicely inside our Detroit Speed mini tubs. We actually had to do some extensive trimming on our lip here for us to be able to get our tire in there. And I'll also show what we had to go through in order to properly adjust the pinion angle with our ridetech 4-link setup. One thing that we actually haven't mentioned much at all is the custom JL audio setup with our wonderful custom auto sound radio. You may notice we don't have a steering column right now. It's in the trunk. We discovered the steering column had a whole lot of slop at the bottom. So with that, we got a new one on the way. Really no big deal there. Next time you see Sugar Cube, we'll throw that steering column in there and we will adjust the timing. Gary's gonna show you how to set the timing. With some proper tuning on this little beast, it should really be a lot of fun. Before we can get on this test drive, there's a little list we gotta go over. I could show you the whole list in detail, or I could start playing some music really softly and sneak in a montage, and then before you know it, we'll be test driving the Cube. Enjoy. Taillight action. We gotta put some new taillights in here because these taillights are junk. This housing is junk. Taillights, none you ain't seen before. See, those just don't look so great, so we gotta do something about them. Kapow! I just saw an O'Reilly's truck drive by. I hope they have my lights, my bulbs. Here it is, by the way. I mean, that's what the new headlights look like. Taillights, just like the old ones, but new. Next up on my list of a whole bunch of random little things is a new steering wheel, because this one is just terrible. It's all taped up because it was all like sticky and gooey and we couldn't grab it without getting all sticky and gooey. Kinda, yeah. All right, first step done. I've never installed one of these steering wheels. I actually don't think I've ever installed a brand new steering wheel in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really going quite phenomenal. I'm crossing off things at an alarming rate. No need to get all worked up now. We're just finishing up the parking brake cable. Stuck a pry bar through my exhaust right here so I could keep it down all the way back. Now I got plenty of room to cut up here without the exhaust in my way. Right there is where our bracket needs to live. That's perfect. Okay, we got that tab installed. Didn't catch on fire. Gary, pro tips. Charge an AC. You want to suck that thing down. Make sure it holds pressure all night long. Over 24 hours. All night long. If you're holding pressure all night long, you'll hold pressure all day long. That's a fact.
Write that down, write that down!
Okay, so here's the ghetto trick that I do. I just put a little bit of tape on there.
It's not ghetto, it's precise. Yeah.
If that guy goes up through there, I know that it's...
Yeah, you just put the tape over the needle, and if you can see the needle at some point, then you know she didn't last all night. Fire her up?
Yeah.
Give her the sauce?
Yep.
That's the only thing I'm good at. Whoa! What was clacking like that? All right, we're back a day later on the Charge vintage air system. We were rudely interrupted lately by a terrible sound in the engine, but we fixed that one. You ready for fire, Gary?
I guess so.
Okay. Make sure the AC is on maximum. Our compressor turned on with the AC. Our fan is blowing. That's good.
That is good.
That's what we like.
Yeah.
I did that. What do you got going on now? That.
Yeah.
You're just sucking her in now.
That's sucking her in.
Oh, that's sucking her in.
Yeah.
How long do you suck?
until it's done.
You suck until it's done. Don't overthink it.
All right, got it all charged up. Got busy doing a few other things, so didn't get the final readings on there, but I typically like to put them around approximately 30 on the low side and 150 to 200 on the high side. The AC compressor already has an oil charge in there, but I typically like to put this in here, just some leak detector, just a little bit in case we have a leak.
Alrighty guys, Sugar Cube has AC, a steering wheel, a neutral safety switch, reverse lights. It's almost a real car, but what it doesn't have is brakes. We got a nice master cylinder from Willwood here, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you guys how to set up a new master cylinder, bench bleed, do all your goodies, and then kick it off with a pretty exciting test drive. As exciting as Gary can get, he's probably not gonna light her up. If this video gets 3 likes, Gary will give it the juice. 3 likes. 3 likes and some juice, Gary. 3.
Okay.
3 likes, some juice. All right, we've got our old master off, of course, and we are not so concerned about bleeding the Willwood on the bench because these chambers are actually deep enough where we can easily do our bench bleed on the car. And I'll show you just how we're gonna do that. All right, now the master is on. I went ahead and clearance back by the bolts where I needed to. Bench bleeding is really simple, and like I said, you can do it on the car. Pretty much, oftentimes your master cylinder might come with these fittings and some tubes, and if that is the case, then you're in luck. All you gotta do is screw your fittings into the right ports on your master cylinder and loop your tubes back into both chambers. Fill it up with brake fluid, make sure it's fully submerged. I'll show you, it's easy. Bleeding your brakes is not impossible alone, or I should say getting your master set up is not impossible to do alone, but it is always 100% easier if you have a partner, somebody to help you out, somebody to help you. Now that that's fully submerged, I need Gary. I'm gonna go get Gary and have him pump the pedal. And what that's gonna do is create pressure inside our lines and bleed our system. Yes, all those bubbles, that's the air in our system. What Gary's doing is operating the pedal, pushing all the air out of the system, pushing the fluid into the system, basically replacing all the air with fluid. And once this is done right here, we'll go ahead and do the same thing on our brake lines. That is how your brake system keeps a constant pressure in it.
You want to get an operator's hat?
Do you get an operator's hat?
Yeah.
Like a conductor?
Yeah.
I can edit it in. Yeah, we can edit on right there. There it is. The time is here at the Sugar Cube test drive. I'm excited. Gary's excited. He won't show it. He's very excited. We're about to take it on a test drive, for real, for true. Before we do that, let us know you appreciate what we're doing here, and leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment. Tell us what you would do if you had Sugar Cube for a day. I know what I'd do.
I would drive it.
All right, we gotta move all this junk around so we can get her out. All right, we got our air cleaner on there, capable of about 7 CFM, and that's the last thing we need. That's it.
That's nasty.
What are you doing? Oh, you know, we're gonna take old Sugar Cube for some sugar. Hey, she's moving.
Look at that.
How about it? She's moving. Hold on, does it stop?
It does stop. Look at that jug.
Hey, there's a jug of pee there. What's that doing? Whoa, are you gonna roast him, Gary? You oughta. So good. Gary says the timing feels a little sluggish. You think we can make her more snappy?
Oh yeah.
Charlie wants some sauce. Are you gonna go out and do some spins? Why don't you do some spins, Gary? Whoa. That felt pretty good. We We had a very successful first test drive with Sugar Cube. As expected with every first test drive, you know, it's a test drive, so you kind of figure out the things that you don't know that are gonna be wrong with it. And in our case, we discovered that we're gonna need a vacuum pump to help out our power brakes. This thing's just got too much cam for us to not have a vacuum pump. We also discovered that the distributor that's hiding under right where I'm pointing needs to be adjusted to give us some more timing, give a little more pep into the engine. It'll feel more powerful. I mean, this thing's got more than we felt in the video. We promise. New steering column, that's no big deal. And that should cover all the bases for what's left on Sugar Cube. That'll be the next episode that you see with Sugar Cube, but that will not be next week. Next week's video is a build 'em drive 'em, and it's a very special one. Exactly 6 days from the release of this video, we will be debuting this car, our 1968 Roadrunner Nevermore, at World of Wheels Chattanooga. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. If you stuck around until this point of the video, props to you, there you go. There's your sneak peek. Stay tuned for the coolest build 'em drive 'em that we are going to have to date. If you're gonna be at World of Wheels, be sure to stop by our booth, say hi, we'd love to see it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys.